Hey, welcome to Olive Oil Healthy Mom Chef. And today I'm going live with, what am I doing this afternoon? Let's see. I'm making borscht. Yes, borscht. I am half Slavic. So I make borscht sometimes, which is a really healthy beet soup. So I prep these beets ahead of time. I'm going to post a video on Instagram of how to prep your beets, but it is posted on my YouTube channel of prepping beets before you make this soup, or you can just slice them up, put all olive oil, a little cheese, salt, and eat them, and they're just as good. So in my borscht, I also have some cabbage, and I have beet greens. So I have some onion as well right here. Let me give you a look at juice. So my beet juice came from my beets, but it looks like I don't have as much as I thought I would get. So, I mean, this is about like maybe 2 quarts here. So I'm going to have to substitute a little bit and put a little like maybe other vegetable stock in there, but it'll still taste like beets. Beets are a very strong flavored kind of vegetable. So I'm going to put all this into my pot. Just bring my pot over here. Like those sound effects. Okay, I'm going to move this over so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Again, I don't want to burn the counter. So drop that down. Okay, so here I have a big pot of soup. So I'm going to put in there my onion. I chopped this all ahead of time. I have about 6 onions in here. My cabbage, 1/2 of a cabbage is in here. Cabbage has a lot of water in it, so cabbage is really good for this kind of soup if you want more liquidy soups. This soup will not be blended or pureed or anything like that. It's going to have a very good taste to a beet taste to it with all these other nice vegetables in there. My borscht is not a traditional borscht soup. It actually has more vegetables in it that most borscht soups don't have in them. I remember eating borscht when I was a kid, and it was actually quite thin, and you would eat it with a scoop of sour cream. Or cottage cheese. You can eat sour cream in it too, though. Okay, so now that I have that in there, I'm going to put my beet greens. I don't think I'm going to use all my beet greens. Now, these have been washed, but they're not cooked yet. So that should create more beet juice actually by not cooking them first. They're going to cook in the juices in here. You can see what I'm doing. Hey, I'm making beet soup, which is called borscht in my culture. I'm half Slavic, so sometimes I make beet soup, which is really, really hearty beet soup with veggies. So these are beet greens. And underneath I have beet juice from my beets here. These are my beets. They are already pre-cooked, and I got a lot of beet juice from this. And I have a cabbage and onion in there. I'm going to put some turnips in there as well. Okay, so let me just drop my turnips in there. I'm going to post this full recipe on Instagram. I have a wonderful video, which is really, really short, that you can watch on my YouTube channel about how to prep, what is this, guys? Beets. Beets are an underrated vegetable. Not many people eat them, which I don't know why. I mean, they're very good for you. They're really excellent. They're anti-inflammatory, and I love to create things out of veggies. That's just me. Hey, Mirko. So I'm putting some turnips in here right now. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera around because I got to do a little bit more chopping. Do some chopping here. I'm going to chop the rest of my beets up. I have to move this somehow. Let me move this big pot over here. Okay. Moving my pot over here. Getting my board. Excuse the messy board. I just chopped up some onions right here. Now we're going to throw all our beets into the big pot. Underneath the beets, I have my greens, my turnips, my onions, I have a cabbage, and I'm going to boil that on the stove for about, I would say 45 minutes. And then it'll come out looking like this. Very juicy and